Yesterday they looked a little passive and almost, I don't want to say scared, but it looked like the Seneca defense kind of messed up, got in their heads mentally a little bit. But today it looks like they're completely comfortable and they're the regular Redeemer team.
All right, so on the floor for Redeemer right now, we have Kearsey's number 22, Faisalpour number 14, Woods Brown number 4, Elijah Lestraco number 3, and Navraj Randhawa number 2. As Lestraco is shooting 2 here to try to increase the lead to 16-4.
Lestraco's looking good today. He's aggressive off the start. Yesterday he was one of those players that was pretty passive. Wasn't really looking for his shot. He was looking to create for others a bit more. But a player like that who can score, you have to be a little selfish sometimes and take your own shots.
Second shot, and he makes it count. 16-4 for Redeemer. Duong over to Hawthorne-Thwaite. Hawthorne-Thwaite trying to get things going. Randhawa all over him, pressuring. Oh, and he gets a tip, but Austin gets it into Soltis. Soltis drives to the lane, can't get it to go. Kearsey's with the rebound, and a reach-in foul by Hawthorne-Thwaite. Substitutions. Number 22, Alfred Johnson seems to have recovered from whatever ailed him. He's been back in the game for Fanshawe. On the other side, we have Jacobus Vanderpool, number 21, coming into the game, and number 10, Foster Brown, has returned. 16-4. Woods Brown. Tries to get into Foster Brown, intercepted. And there's Soltis again. Hawthorne-Thwaite drives. Reach-in foul called. Not on number 21, Vanderpool. Not on the shot.
14, first foul again, third foul in the quarter for the Royals.
Johnson with the ball. Trying to back down Woods, drives it in. Oh, but Faisalpour blocks it. Turnover, and here comes Randhawa over to Brown. Up to Woods Brown at the top of the key. Draws the foul on number 1, Hawthorne-Thwaite. That's his second in as many minutes.
Foul on number 1, Carter Hawthorne-Thwaite, his second foul of the game. Fifth foul of the quarter.
Forces him to come out. Moses Reha is coming back in the game.
Number 4, Woods Brown, shooting 2.
Makes his first shot. Makes his second. Increases the lead to 18-4. Redeemer up by 14 with 3:28 left in the first quarter. Austin tries to back down Foster. Drives. Draws a foul from Foster Brown.
Foster Brown, second foul of the game. Fourth foul of the quarter for the Royals.
Substitution.
Elijah Lestraco.
Elijah Lestraco coming back in for Foster Brown, and he's got a second foul on that. Seems to be quite the battle between Austin and Foster Brown.
They both play a similar style, offensively and defensively. They're both aggressive, and they're both really good athletes, and they like to go after you. So you're going to draw a lot of fouls, but you might get a few yourself.
Austin makes both the shots. Rahanda comes coast to coast, and Austin with the block and knocks it out of bounds. Remains Redeemer ball. Again, Redeemer being a little bit more aggressive today than they were yesterday. Substitution.
So in the game for the Royals, number 20, Justin Lenters.
Justin Lenters in the game. Fazelpour's out. So lots of substitutions. Both teams trying to find their rhythm. Redeemer has so far, Fanshawe hasn't. And Radhandwa didn't know where he was on the court, steps out of bounds, turnover. Soltis puts it into Rayo. Rayo brings the ball up, drives. Forces the issue with Radhandwa. Radhandwa with a foul.
Foul number 2, now Rickawaz, first foul of the game.
Moses Rayo at the line. 18-6, 3:02 left in the first quarter. Gets the first one to go. Can't get the second one to go. Woods Brown. Up to Lestracco. Lestracco drives. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Soltis. Again, there's Soltis, Zach Soltis having a solid game. Austin into Rayo. Rayo into Johnson. Johnson backs down. Oh. But takes the ball out of bounds.
Number 11, Celine Barrie, 2.
Woods Brown with his first foul. Salim Bagabi makes his first shot. Can't make a second, 18-8. And here comes Redeemer again. Radhandwa. Lestracco, Esper, Woods, Brown. Back over to Radhandwa. Hespler. Can't get it to go, but gets to the foul line. Soltis with his first foul of the game.
Subbing to the game for Fanshawe, number 5, Muhammad Allure.
Jacobus Vanderpool at the line. Substitution. Soltis coming out. Number 5, Muhammad Allure in the game for Fanshawe. Vanderpool misses his first shot. Puts in his second. Makes it 19-8. Rayo bringing it up, going one-on-one against Radhandwa. Radhandwa pressuring. Rayo drives, kicks in to Johnson. Oh, foul on Woods Brown, his second in as many minutes. Johnson goes to the line.
Foul on number 4, Woods Brown, his second foul of the game. Number 22,
Rayo drives, kicks it in, and there's Brown on the line. More substitutions. Woods Brown comes out, as does Radhandwa. Nick Green back in the game. Spencer Kiersey's back in the game. Johnson makes his first shot. And makes his second. Fanshawe within 9 now. Lestracco pushing the ball again up to Green. Lenters swings it. Lestracco. Kiersey's up top. Over to Green. Green. And a bucket. Jacobus Vanderpool stretches the lead back to 11 for Redeemer. Bagabi. Cross court to Rayo for 3. And he drains it. 21-13 play starting to pick up now.
If Redeemer dropped into a 2-3 zone on that possession too, so and that the screen that Rayo received to get the ball in the corner left him wide open. So we'll see if Fanshawe tries to shoot the zone out or if they try to just attack the seams to get to the rim.
Vanderpool up to Lestracco. Lestracco to Vanderpool. He drives, kicks it back out, steps out of bounds on the end line. Seeing a lot of that in these games.
A lot of those, yeah. The baseline ones are tough because when you jump out of bounds, you have to get rid of the ball. But that being said, sometimes you're not looking at the floor either, so you step out of bounds without knowing it.
Rayo brings it back up court for Fanshawe. Chris Parker back in the game. Bugabi drives in the lane, kicks it out to Parker. Up fake, he drives, back into Bugabi. Bugabi up, oh, blocked by Kiersey's. And Kiersey's comes down on Bugabi. Foul on the play. A good play by Salim Bugabi, and stay with that.
It's a good hustle, yeah. When you have Kiersey's on you, he's a tall guy, you want to get him off your feet, and that's exactly what he did. He got blocked the first time, but kept with it, and got rewarded with a foul.
Vanderpool comes out of the game, and Adam Pavlik in, number 24 for Redeemer. Salim Bugabi shooting 2. Makes his first. Misses his second. Pavlik with the rebound. Lestracco up for Redeemer. Faisalpour misses the shot. Pavlik in with the rebound. Lenters. Oh, and Lenters draws the foul. Mohamed Alour all over him. Lenters at the line. 21-14, 55.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Fanshawe's gotten to within 7. They were down by 14 at one point. Lenters misses his first shot. Makes his second, and substitutions. Zach Soltis coming back in the game, Mohamed Alour on the bench. Fanshawe looking to add to their total and close the gap. Parker on the wing, comes up top to Bugabi. Bugabi back over to Rayo. Rayo swings it. Oh, back over to Bugabi. Inside to Johnson. Johnson called on the travel.
It's good defense by Redeemer there. They're really trying to keep Fanshawe out of the paint, and they've been doing a really good job so far. So hopefully they keep it up.
Lestracco over to Lenters. Lenters. Green. Pavlik. Green for 3, and he gets it to go. What a big shot here with 24 seconds left in the quarter. Gets that lead back up to double digits, 25-14. Rayo drives into Johnson, can't make it go. Soltis can't make it go. Rebound. Faisalpour kicks it up. 6 seconds left in the half. Green looks into Pavlik. Pavlik drives. Oh. Can't get it to go. However, Redeemer, the 25-14 lead after the first quarter. And it's been a bit of a sluggish game, but it's picked up here in the second part of the...
Definitely picked up. Redeemer started the game off hot. They came out with some intensity, but they cooled off towards the end of the first quarter. So as a player, as a coach, you want your teammates to keep the intensity high so that it forces Fanshawe to play, right?
And Fanshawe certainly, needs to pick up the pace if they're going to get back into this game. We know they can do that. Yesterday they were down 63-45 at halftime and looked out of it.
Yeah.
And really came up with a strong third quarter to get themselves within 6 and make it a ball game against Sheridan.
Yeah, they're certainly capable of turning the game around quickly too. So if we see that from them in the second quarter, the course of the game is going to change.
Redeemer certainly off to a quick start here, hitting from outside. Soltis has been a big player for Fanshawe all tournament. He hit a shot there. Foster Brown showing why he's Defensive Player of the Year with a steal on Parker to put it in a bucket. And then Nick Green puts it out. Lenters goes up and puts it back in the hole. Faisal Poor having a big game as well. Bagabi over to Rayo, who hits a big three here to keep Fanshawe close. So all in all, right now Redeemer has been the more aggressive team, seems to want it a bit more, and it's paying off on the scoreboard.
Absolutely.
As they have a 25-14 lead.
And Fanshawe is only shooting 18% from the field so far. So once they start hitting, seeing the ball go through the net a bit more, they're going to have more confidence going forward in the game.
To only be down 11 after only shooting 18% is pretty good.
Yeah.
Lots of ball left here to play. Soltis over to Rayo. Rayo from three, and he drains it. Second three in as many trips down the floor.
Rayo's been a real spark for Fanshawe so far this game. He has 2 threes already, and he's creating shots and he's getting in the lane. So he's going to be a difference maker if he keeps it up.
Faisal Poor pulls up, can't make it go. Rayo tries for the rebound. Pavlik lands out of bounds before getting rid of the ball. Turnover. Fanshawe 25-17, down by 8. Rayo with the ball again. Let's see if he puts it up for another 3. Rayo into Austin. Austin to Rayo. Back over to Austin. Inside to Soltis, over to Rayo. And he drains another 3. That's 3 for 3 from 3 in his last 3 trips down the floor. Moses Rayo giving life to these Fanshawe Falcons. Green inside to Pavlik. Pavlik up. Can't get it to go. Austin with the rebound. Oh, but Pavlik gets it back. Green. Into Lenters. Lenters. Over to Pavlik. And Pavlik gets it to go this time. Good possession there by Redeemer.
That's good find by Lenters there.
27-20. Austin. Into Soltis. Soltis. Austin. Looks for Rayo. Rayo. Inside to Johnson. Johnson. Tries to kick it down, but intercepted by Lenters. Lenters steals the ball over to Lestraco. To Green. Pavlik. Faisal Poor. And out of bounds again on the sideline. Really seems as though these players have difficulty with the lines here, George.
Yeah, I guess it's just a Georgian curse. It's never usually an issue in other gyms, though.
This is true. Caleb Grant in now for Redeemer, number 12. Rayo brings it up to Austin. Austin looking for Bagabi, can't find him. Drives, shoots, can't get it to go. Rebound Soltis. Rayo slowing it down. Blocked by Johnson. Goes around the block. Goes into the key, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound though. Can't get it to go again. Kick ball. Redeemer possession. (27-20). Substitutions again as Carter Hawthorne-Thwaite back in the game. Replacing Moses Rayo, who's really provided a spark for Fanshawe. 3 3-pointers and some solid work up top.
Absolutely, yeah, and he's creating shots for guys. They might not necessarily be going in, but he's leading guys into getting fouled, and the free throws have been important for Fanshawe so far.
Foul off the ball. As DeAndre Austin called for the push, and he is not happy with that call, but
rightfully so, I would say.
But yeah, that's right. Nick Green, who was in the prone position afterwards, tends to agree with the ref. Green for 3, and he makes it. Hawthorne-Thwaite with Lestraco all over him. Kicks it into Soltis. Soltis. Oh. Battle underneath between Lenters and Johnson, and
So Redeemers got back to their man-to-man defense. Fanshawe actually got better looks out of Redeemer's zone, so we'll see if Redeemer actually ends up going back to that zone.
Lenter's got called for the foul. Possession, Johnson drives and gets the bucket. It's good, and he'll be shooting. And one.
That's a good finish for him. He struggled all game because Redeemer's been double teaming the post when he touches the ball, so it's forced him to have to give it up. So it should give him some more confidence down the stretch, seeing the ball go through the rim.
Drives here. Makes a great play.
Great finish.
Puts it in. Good finish. 30-22, trying to close that gap back to 7. DeAndre Austin coming out. And number 6, Lance Rodriguez into the game. I think this is the first action for Lance in this tournament. Bucket is good, 30-23. Fanshawe back to within 7. But officials timeout on the floor.
We're good. We're good.
Foul on number 1, Hawthorne, his 3rd foul of the game.
2 of these fouls on him were very, very questionable.
Got call for the reach there. He's out of the game. Moses Rayo back in the game. See if that makes a difference for Fanshawe. Lenters drives length of the floor, kicks it back out to Green. Lestraco looks to drive, kicks it to Pavlik. Back to Green. Over to Lenters. Green. 8 seconds on the clock. Kicks it inside to Lenters. A great pass. Can't make it go, but a nice, it draws the foul from Soltis. That was a great series there by Redeemer. See Green here go.
Great pass by Nick Green.
Lenters gets the first. And gets a second. Substitution, Cook Duell in the game. And number 13, Anani Ujulu back in the game for Fanshawe. Austin, over to Duel. Ujulu, Rayo, Austin, Ujulu, Rayo, Austin. No foul on the play, looking for the call. Shot clock expires. Fanshawe can't get a shot off. That's very good defense by Redeemer.
Great defense, great defensive trip there. Shot clock violations give your team a bolt of energy too, so that will help them down the stretch for sure.
Lestraco for 3, can't get it to go. Rebound by Lance Rodriguez, and he brings it up the floor. Rodriguez into Rayo. Looks cross court. Austin. Rayo again drives. Pull up jumper. Can't get it to go. Green with the rebound. 32-23. Lestraco and Redeemer on the attack again. Green over to Pavlik. Back to Green. To Lestraco. 4 seconds on the clock. Drives, kicks it out, shot, and Nick Green out of bounds. That's the 4th call. And
4th call today. Only the first game.
Substitutions again. Navraj Randhawa back in the game for Redeemer. And also number 13, Jacob Hauser's in the game for Redeemer now. Rayo brings the ball up court again. Lestraco tries to get it. Rodriguez into Ujulu looking to post up.
Redeemer back into that zone, but they're looking to trap on certain spots of the floor.
Austin drives, and a nice bucket. Showed his athleticism there, didn't he?
He's a freak athlete. He can get up, he's strong, he's fast, he's got a complete athletic package.
Rantawa over to Pavlik. Pavlik pressured. Back into Rantawa. 10 seconds on the clock. Lestrako looks to shoot a 3 but drives. And gets the bucket to go. And that's the Elijah Lestrako that Redeemer knows. Oh, and a nice block. Almost gets a steal, but Rejo gets the ball back. Kicks it out. Back to Rejo for 3. Can't get it to go. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Hauser. Fanshawe ball. More substitutions as Green's coming back into the game, as is Vanderpool, who's taking out Pavlik. Ijulu for 3, and he gets it to go. Fanshawe within 6 now, 34-28.
Seeing a bit of pressure from Fanshawe now, starting to pick up their intensity.
Caleb Grant to Rahandwa. Oh, but Rejo's got called for the foul. That's an example, though, they're being aggressive on D, trying to pick up the pace a bit. Call for the foul, but
yeah, you can live with those sometimes. Yeah, it's inevitable when you play aggressive defense that you're going to get called eventually.
more substitutions is wont to happen in a consolation game. Number 4, Marquise Lara Caston in for Fanshawe, seeing his first action of the tournament. Vanderpool drives. However, he's called on the charge, and it's Fanshawe ball. So Fanshaw's within 6, 34-28 with 4:19 left in the half. Looking to close that gap. Chris Parker, two-time first-team All-Star, back in the game for Fanshawe. He's been quiet today, but he hasn't really been on the court much. Lara Caston over to Parker. Parker. Drives by Neverage Randhawa. Randhawa with the reach-in foul. It's not on the shot. Both teams had 4 fouls, so they still have a foul to give before we get into the bonus situation. 4:05 left in the half. 34-28. DeAndre Austin inbounds the ball to Yajulu. Drive the lane, up. Oh, can't get it to go. Got too close to the bucket. Jump ball. Possession goes to Redeemer. Redeemer ball on the jump ball. Radhawa being replaced now by Elijah Lestrako. And Elijah Lestrako's really picked up the pace this game, hasn't he?
He sure has. I was getting down on him yesterday because he wasn't being aggressive enough, but today he's really picked it up.
Caleb Grant can't get it to go. Rebound by Duel. Duel up the court. Going coast to coast, drives the lane, and puts it in.
Makes it a 4-point game now.
It is. 34-30. Fanshawe back. Oh, turnover again. Duel. Takes it to the bucket and puts it in. 34-32. Timeout call by Redeemer. As Fanshawe's closed to within 2 points. 34-32 with 3:26 left to go in the half.
Yep, the bench for Fanshawe has really come alive in the second quarter. Slowly chipped away at the lead, and now it's only a 2-point game.
Well, this is what happened yesterday in that game against Sheridan as well. And Duel here just goes coast to coast, puts it in the hole, being aggressive on offense, taking what they give them, and then again with a steal, 2-on-1, takes advantage of it, puts it in the hole again. 34-32. And yes, it's players like Duel coming off the bench. Ijulu with a big 3-pointer there a couple of minutes ago. So Fanshawe showing off their depth a little bit right now.
A little bit, yeah. They didn't have it as much yesterday, but today their bench is really the reason why they're in this game so far.
For sure. Again, Chris Parker, number 3, all-star point guard. It's been pretty quiet so far.
Yep.
Hasn't been in the game a lot.
Being a little passive when he is on the floor too.
Yeah. Well, obviously he's disappointed not playing in semifinals tonight, and maybe it showed a bit to start.
Rightfully so.
Oh, for sure. You can't blame these guys. But now, once you're in the midst of a close game, you just start playing, don't you?
Yeah. You don't want to give up on your teammates either. That's the big part.
Lara Caston with the steal. Duel. And duel out of bounds. It's a 5th out of bounds call today.
Usually what happens when you're in the corner and you catch there and you're going to drive, you put one of your feet back and you push off that back foot, but oftentimes the back foot's out of bounds.
Nick Green. Swings into Fazelpour. Fazelpour to Lestraco. Into Vanderpool.
Good motion here for Redeemer's offense. Everyone was moving.
Nick Green. Lestraco for 3, and he makes it go. 37-32. Elijah Lestraco drains a 3-pointer. Parker up. Kicks it out to Austin. Austin at the top of the key. He's in trouble. Lara Caston. Back out to Austin. 8 seconds on the clock. Drives. Lara Caston. 3 seconds left on the clock. Can't get it to go. Lestraco with the rebound. Brings it back up court. Coast to coast. Oh. And puts it in. Gets his own rebound. He could have went uncontested to the hoop there, and he pulled up thinking he was going to get blocked.
Great steal by Fazelpour, though. He sealed his man under the rim, allowing Lestraco to get to the rim.
Chris Parker responds quickly for Fanshawe with a 3-pointer. 39-34. 1:59 left in the half. Nick Green. Lestraco. Vanderpool back to Lestraco. Wide open 3, and he nails it. Elijah Lestraco really having a stellar game today.
We needed this version of him yesterday against Seneca.
Oh, and another 2-pointer from Chris Parker. He's finding the range now, isn't he?
Sure is, yeah. He's being more aggressive, and he's taking good shots, too. These are all open looks.
Fazelpour. Back to Lestraco. He drives. Kicks it back out. Oh, ball stripped away. Yajulu up to Parker. 1:10 left. Parker for 3. Can't get it to go. Duel tries for the rebound, but Fazelpour comes up with it. Drives back. Out to Vanderpool. Lestraco for 3, and he nails another one.
He's having a great game so far today.
Peyton Grimm on Parker. Parker blows by him, but Grimm still sticks with him. Duel into Austin. Austin jumps and gets the bucket.
Big foul on the quarter.
So the bucket counts from Austin. 45-38, he's shooting 1, 36 seconds left in the half. And he gets it to go. Substitutions again.
Second in the game for the Falcons, number 23, Zach Soltis.
Zach Soltis back in the game for Fanshawe as he continues his solid tournament play. Peyton Grimm brings it up for Redeemer. Into Green. Green drives, pulls up, overshoots the bucket. Great job by Vanderpool, but he can't get it to go. Yajulu with the rebound. 20 seconds left in the half. Duel brings it up, tries to go coast to coast, loses the handle, out of bounds.
You have to like the aggressiveness, know to go to the rim. That's exactly what you want at this point in the game.
Green, 10 seconds left. They're looking for the last shot. Lestracco at the buzzer, and he gets it to go! Corey Lestracco with his 4th three-pointer of the half increases the lead to 48-39 as we head into halftime.
Fans, now it's time to take in your Super Cash draw tickets. We are looking for ticket number 28082.
They want to keep their aggressive nature going. They've been the team to punch first. They've been most dominant, and they've been getting in the paint, getting open shots. For Fanshawe, their bench actually provided quite a spark for them in the second quarter. So, as a starters, you want your bench to inspire you to bring that type of intensity into the second half. And Fanshawe is not out of this game yet. It's not even a 10-point game, so things can change quickly. But Fanshawe definitely needs to bring out some more intensity to match Redeemer's competitive nature in this game. And now we're going to look at an interview with the Redeemer assistant coach.
Hi, I'm here with assistant coach Zach Angus of the Redeemer Royals. Big difference today in your team's play. Why don't you talk about what the guys have been doing differently to start this game?
Yeah, we don't seem quite as nervous today, and a lot more energy. We're ready to compete today, and we're executing much better on offense. So.
Elijah Lestracco is having a really good game for you. Talk about when he's on like he is right now, what that means to your team.
Well, he's always aggressive, so he's always going to be a threat. But today we're doing a great job of finding him through our offense, not forcing it. It's just nice through good ball movement, and he's getting open shots and knocking them down.
A game like this, unfortunately, you're playing in the consolation game, but it does give you guys an opportunity to get some players some playing time they may not normally get. You had some good bench players today. Yeah. Talk about some of what those guys do and bring to your game. In particular, a guy like Peyton Grimm, or a guy like Vanderpool, Jacobus Vanderpool.
Yeah, so they're great team guys, and they're coming in. There's a lot of foul trouble right now, so they're coming in bringing that energy, and that's really all we need. We need them to bring that that level of energy, and they're doing a great job right now.
And what do you think the keys are for you guys in the second half to keep things going?
It's going to start on defense. It's always started on defense with us, so we reduce the turnovers and just play good, solid defense, and we'll be all right.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, so we're at halftime here at Georgian College for the semifinals of the consolation round between Redeemer and Fanshawe. Redeemer so far is up 48-39 and have been the more dominant team in the second half. Elijah Lestracco leading Redeemer's charge with 24 points, shooting 8 for 9 from the field. For Fanshawe, DeAndre Austin has 11 points, and off the bench, Moses Rayo has 11 points as well. And stay tuned, we will be right back after the break.
Welcome back to the 2019 OCAA Men's Basketball Championships and the consolation game number 1 between the Redeemer Royals and the Fanshawe Falcons. The Royals lead 48-39 at halftime in what started off pretty slowly but certainly picked up here in the second quarter, and looks like it's going to be a great game the rest of the way.
It looks like it so far. Fanshawe came off to a very sluggish start. Their competitive nature wasn't there, but their bench picked it up in the second half for them, and then that translated to the rest of the team.
Absolutely. They pulled it pretty close there. I think they were within 3 points going to the latter half of the second quarter. But then Elijah Lestraco, who's been a force for Redeemer, came up big with 3 3-pointers to end the half and to extend the lead back to 9 points for Redeemer. He's certainly been pretty solid today, hasn't he?
He's been great. He has 24 points. He's shooting 6 for 6 from the three-point line, which is really solid, and he's 8 for 9 from for field goals. So he's having a really efficient game too.
On the other side, as you were alluding to earlier, it seems as though that Fanshawe's bench has been big. Their starters have certainly been on the bench for a lot, as we were talking about in a consolation game. You want to get as many guys in as possible, but
Absolutely.
guys like Kuek Duel and Hanani Yajulu have come up big for them as well.
Absolutely, and Moses Rayo too. He has 11 points. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field goal line, or from field goals, and he has 3 3-pointers on top of that.
So what do you think we'll see in the second half from these two teams?
I think Redeemer's they're gonna keep their foot on the pedal a little bit. They want to push the issue, be the more aggressive team, because they were the one to throw the first punch in this game. With Fanshawe, we'll probably be able to tell within the first 5 minutes of the third quarter if they're gonna match the intensity or if they're gonna fold.
Absolutely. Certainly players like for Fanshawe, Chris Parker's been awfully quiet. Hasn't been on the floor a lot. Certainly expect to see him more in the second half. And Andre Johnson really hasn't established himself.
He hasn't. He's looking for shots. A few of them haven't dropped, and he's aggressive when he plays, and he takes it to the rim pretty hard, and he's not getting the call. So that's always tough when you play that type of style. Is if the refs aren't on your side, then it makes the game really frustrating and hard to score.
Yeah, a little disappointing that he hasn't been able to establish himself more, especially with Spencer Kiersey's really sitting on the bench for most of the first half for Redeemer, and you know, you want to take advantage of that size mismatch.
Absolutely.
When it's out there. However, still got 20 minutes of ball left to play, and anything can happen. As we saw yesterday, Fanshawe was down by 18 at half against Sheridan.
They
were.
You
know,
they're very capable.
A 9-point deficit can be erased very quickly.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back after this break.
Tulio. Tony, I know it's tough being in a consolation game. You'd rather be in a semifinal. Tell me about how you get your guys up for this and keep them competing.
Well, we just said there's a lot of seniors leaving, and we got to play for them, and that's the motivation we're using.
Good. I got off to a bit of a slow start. You shuffled things up. Gets an opportunity for some bench players to get in. You guys really got sparked there late in the second half by play of certainly Duel. Had a good series there. Your big centerman, number 13 as well. Talk a little bit about how your bench players, your depth can really help you guys.
Well, you know, the big emphasis with the bench players, right, we said, you know, go out there and have fun. And it paid off. You know, it's interesting. It's like heads or tails with my bench, but they actually produced this time, which was nice.
That's good. I know Chris Parker is probably disappointed he's not in a semifinal as well.
Yeah.
You know, first team All-Star, but certainly he found his range there late, and certainly once you get the game going, you're close. You want to compete, don't you?
Yeah, he does, but he's really hurt. I think he's hurt his groin, so he's playing, and we put him in there because our point guards were in foul trouble. But I don't know if he's going to play the second half. I hope he does, but if he doesn't, yeah, that's fine.
Well, you have Rayo. He hit three big three-pointers a while.
Yeah, he's a hell of a player.
And what do you guys need to do here in the second half to kind of claw back? You did it yesterday against Sheridan, got yourselves close. Know you can do it. What do you think are the keys?
Well, we got to stop their shooter 3. I think he's 5 for 5, and we lost him for 5 consecutive plays. It was a 2-point ball game. I blinked, and they're back up by 11.
Well, good luck in the second half,
Thanks.
and thanks for this.
Hey, no problem.
Okay, so now we're back at the Georgian College Athletic Centre in Barrie. We're looking at the Redeemer Royals and Fanshawe Falcons consolation semifinals. First half just wrapped up with the Redeemer Royals leading the Fanshawe Falcons 45-39. The story of the game so far has been Redeemer's aggression. They were the ones to throw the first punch starting in the first quarter, and they're shooting a high percentage. They're getting really good looks. They're getting into the paint. They're kicking out, and guys are hitting shots. So they're shooting 58% from field goal. Their three-pointers are at 50%, and they're hitting their free throws too. With Fanshawe, they've been a little passive. They haven't been getting the best of looks. But they've been getting to the line, 12 for 15 from the free throw line, so they need to continue to go to that because the refs are calling fouls in this game. The field goal percentage is at 44%, but that doesn't really do it justice. They haven't really been as aggressive as that number might perceive it to be. The story so far: Elijah Lestracco for Redeemer. He has 24 points, and he's perfect from the three-point line, shooting 6 for 6. For Fanshawe, DeAndre Austin has 11 points to start the game. And off the bench, Kuek Duel, he's 2 for 2, but he's provided some energy on defense, got a couple steals, got to the rim, and finished in traffic.
Third quarter action come just about set to start here as the Redeemer Royals take a 48-39 lead into the second half of this consolation game against the Fanshawe Falcons. We just heard from head coach Tony Mastrolucci that Chris Parker may not be playing very much here in the second half for Fanshawe. He's nursing a groin injury, but as the veteran leader that he is, he does want to be on the court for sure. But it's going to be hard pressed to keep things going. How tough will that be if he's not able to play, Connor?
That's tough for Fanshawe because he creates plays, so he's able to create a shot for himself, and he can create shots for teammates as well. And that makes the defense have to collapse on him when he has the ball in his hands.
While he's starting the second half here, and we'll see how things go.
Lestracco keeping that intensity up from the start.
Rayo with the ball for Fanshawe. Drives. Trying to set things up. Top of the key. Loses the ball. Oh, but gets it back. Tries to get it inside, but Foster Brown with the steal. DeAndre Austin there. Intercepts the ball. Pushed from behind.
Number 20, Justin Lenters, his third foul of the game.
Justin Lenters with a foul. His third foul of the game.
Linters has been aggressive in this game, and it's actually paid off for him. He's got a lot of offensive rebounds, and he's hustling. He's a hard-nosed player.
Lestrako continuing his fine play. Rayo pushes the ball up court. Can't get it to go. Austin with a rebound. Can't get it to go. Austin and Johnson fighting for the ball amongst themselves. And Johnson laughing. However, turnover. Lenters brings it in to Lestrako. 50-39. Lestrako again. Up top to Kiersey's. Can't make it go. Green with a rebound. Can't get it to go. Foster Brown with an offensive rebound back out. Oh, inside
nice
the Lenters. That was a nice play.
Great awareness by Nick Green there.
Johnson. No, the bucket is not good. Johnson charged with the charge.
Foul call number 22, Spencer Grayson, second foul.
Redeemer ball as they lead 52-39.
Alfred Johnson, second foul of the game.
Elijah Lestrako. Foster Brown. Spencer Kiersey's. Into Lenters. Lenters backs down. Austin and gets it to go.
Lenters just scored a few times down low, so they should look to keep going for him.
Johnson loses the handle. Foster Brown back up court for Redeemer. Nick Green into Lenters. And he gets it to go. That's his third bucket of the half. 56-39, and Redeemer started the second half like they started the game, on fire. Parker, pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Lestrako with a rebound. To Foster Brown, can't get it to go. Lenters, hacked on the rebound by Rayo.
There's Lenters again on the glass.
And as we were saying, Connor, Justin Lenters is just being very aggressive, continuing to go hard to the hoop, and it's paying off.
He runs the floor great as a big man, too. He's up there with the guards nearly on every possession.
So right now we're seeing the Redeemer Royals trying to take control of this game. First shot by Lenters is good, 57-39. They're up by 18 again, where they were early in the first quarter. Hawthornthwaite to Austin. Swings it to Soltis. Into Duel. Duel loses the handle, gets it back. Fights for it. There's a loose ball foul on the ground on Lenters.
Foul called on number 10.
Oh, and the foul's on Foster Brown.
Second foul of the quarter for the Royals.
Foster Brown with his third foul.
Subbing into the game.
Didn't want to come out, thought he was coming out, but it's Woods Brown coming in
Woods Brown.
for Elijah Lestrako. Soltis drives, can't get it to go. Lenters with a rebound. He loses it to Soltis. Soltis over to Duel. Duel. Oh, he loses it to Foster Brown. Green. Into Kiersey's. Kiersey's over to Foster Brown. Foster Brown looks for Lenters. Lenters.
Looking to go on the post again.
Over to Brown. 8 seconds on the clock. Kiersey's, oh, and he's blocked. And commits a foul on Justin Soltis. So great play there by Soltis on the block, and he draws the foul as well from Kiersey's. Ujulu and Soltis really did a good job on Kiersey today, didn't they?
Sure did. Yeah, they stayed with the play. It was the play was kind of mangled and
reaching foul in here on Foster Brown, or on Woods Brown.
Foul called on number 4, Woods Brown. His third foul of the game, 4th foul of the quarter for the Royals.
So Redeemer in foul trouble very early in this quarter.
Works to Fanshaw's advantage if they want to chip away at the lead.
Hawthornthwaite into Soltis. Soltis up top to Austin. Austin looking to make a play. In the duel. Comes around to the top of the key. Drives, kicks it out. Back out to Hawthornthwaite. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He loses the handle on the ball. And gets called for a reaching foul on Spencer Kiersey's.
Foul call on number 1, Carter Hawthornthwaite. His 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the game. Substitution gets him out of the game and gets Moses Rayo back in the game.
Subbing in the game, number 2, Moses Rayo.
Woods Brown in the phasal pour for 3, and he makes it. Extends the lead to 21, 60 to 39.
Travel called against the Falcons.
Travel called on Hanani Ujulu. Turnover again. And a mean phasal pour to bring it in for Redeemer.
We
have a technical foul on the play, charge to the white bench, and delay a game. Nick Green going to be taking the shot. And the frustration of Fanshawe starting to show now.
Yeah, at this point in the game, when you're down over 20, you start to get frustrated. But at the same time, it could increase your sense of your urgency to chip away at the lead and end up winning the game at the end.
61-39. Redeemer bringing the ball in. Foster Brown, top of the key. Looking for a play over to Green. Green swings it over to Woods Brown. Woods looks to shoot, drives the lane, and gets the jumper from the top of the key. 63-39. Rail into Bagabi's in the game. Faisal pour with a hard foul that he didn't think was a foul on the shot. Referees thought otherwise. And Salim Bagabi's going to be shooting. See here. It looked like a clean block from where we're sitting.
Sure did.
And Tony Marcaluti, the head coach from Fanshawe, not impressed by that call at all. Pavlik makes both shots, makes a shot, increases the lead to 72-44. Ujulu. Over to Rayo with a short jumper. Makes it go. 72-46. Pace picking up here. Woods Brown draws a foul, reach-in foul on Moses Rayo. Substitution. Navraj Randhawa coming in for Nick Green. And number 6, Lance Rodriguez coming into the game for Moses Rayo for Fanshawe. Also in the game for Fanshawe right now, number 4, Marquise Laracaston. Woods Brown makes a bucket, 73-46. Misses a second one, goes and gets his own rebound though. Drives, kicks it out to Faisal pour. Faisal pour back over to Brown. Brown Lestracco for three. Can't get it to go. Laracaston with the rebound. He pushes the floor to Soltis. Soltis almost loses the handle. Kicks it back out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez. To Laracaston. Laracaston back to Rodriguez. Trying to set it up. Up to Soltis. Soltis drives top of the key. Three-pointer, and it's good. Lance Rodriguez. Playing tough defense against Renthawa. Woods Brown slows it down. Oh, almost stolen by Laracaston. Renthawa over to Lestracco. Lestracco to Woods. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and he makes it go. 75-49.
It's been on fire in the second half so far.
Certainly has. And Redeemer's shooting percentage today much better than yesterday.
Much better.
Foul called on the play. How frustrating must it be if you're a Redeemer right now to kind of bring this type of game?
It is frustrating, but at the same time, a lot of it is on you, right? Like they were a lot more passive against Seneca, and they weren't getting as good of looks as they are today.
Well, and understandably so when you're playing the defending national champs,
absolutely,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
We've got wholesale changes here right now for the Redeemer Royals. 3 new players in. Foster Brown, number 10, is coming to the game. Peyton Grimm, number 11, and Jacobus Vanderpool in number 21. Ujula makes his first shot. Misses his second. Rebound, though, by Soltis. Soltis up top to Laracaston. He loses the handle, but gets it back. Over to Rodriguez. Duel. Back over to Laracaston. 5 seconds on the clock. Drives, pulls it up. Can't get it to go. Foster Brown again with a rebound. Into Jacobus. Vanderpool to Grimm. Grimm pulls up. Can't get it to go either. Rodriguez with the rebound. Grimm all over him. Rodriguez pushing it up the floor. Ujulu drives, tries to kick it in the middle, but gets too cute. Renthawa with the steal. Drives the lane, can't get it to go, but draws the foul. And that's another example today of how Redeemer being much more aggressive on offense.
Much more aggressive. Getting to the rim, they're getting fouls too. Like the foul count right now is 5-5, so the refs are calling it. And they're definitely taking advantage of that.
Renthawa makes his first shot. And makes his second. (76-49). Lance Rodriguez at the point for Fanshawe. Up to Soltis. Soltis at the top of the key. Tries to put it in. Can't get it to Ujulu. Foster Brown with the interception. He's got it for 3. Can't make it go. Ujulu with a rebound. Duel. Quick duel on Foster Brown. Foster Brown all over him. Gets called for the reach in. And then him and Pavlik have words underneath the basket.
Number 10, Foster Brown.
Seems to have dissipated. Foster Brown coming out of the game. His 4th personal foul. Substitution. Woods Brown coming into the game.
Subbing into the game, number 4, Woods Brown. Quick draw, 2-1.
Duel makes his second shot. 76-50. Grimm steps a long pass but can't make it go. Back the other way. Rodriguez. Woods Brown. Called on a reaching foul.
Subbing into the game for the Royals, number 5, Nick Green, and number 12, Caleb Grant. Subbing into the game.
Nick Green and Caleb Grant coming in the game now for Redeemer.
Salim Kaki. Correction, that's Woods Brown 5th.
Right now, it seems as though the officials are trying to determine whether or not Woods Brown for Redeemer has 4 or 5 fouls. If he has 5 fouls, he's out of the game. If he has 4, he still has 1 to give and can come back in the game. I think they have determined he has 4. Play set to continue here with Lance Rodriguez at the line. He makes it substitution. Back into the game is Mohamed Alor, number 5 for Fanshawe. And number 11, Salim Bagabi. Nick Green. Over to Rantawa. Rantawa into Pavlik. Pavlik. Out to Green. Green pulls up. Can't get it to go. Bagabi. Back the other way. Solis. Over to Alor. Alor. Rodriguez. Salim Bagabi. Loses the handle. Keeps possession. To Rodriguez. Drives the lane. Kicks it out. But is charged with a charge. His first foul of the game. Redeemer possession with 38.5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 76-53 Redeemer. Pavlik. Into Vanderpool. Too hard to the rim. Can't get it to go. Soltis. 28 seconds left in the half. Rodriguez. Setting things up. Soltis. Over to Bagabi. Fakes. Can't get it to go. Soltis does not draw a foul, but does get it to go. 76-55 there. Rantawa for 3, can't get it to go.
It's good offense though to end the quarter.
Absolutely,
Good
the ball
movement.
movement by Redeemer has been absolutely stellar today. And they have extended their lead to 76-55. A 21-point lead going into the fourth quarter. And it really looks as though Fanshawe's on their heels right now and aren't going to be able to mount the comeback that's needed. They were close, they were within 9.5.
They were.
But as you said, going into what Redeemer needed to do was keep their foot on the pedal.
Yeah, and they've done just that. Yeah, their intensity is a lot higher than Fanshawe's, and they just want it more at this point in the game too.
Yes, number 20, Justin Lenters has had a very big game for Redeemer.
He's doing all the intangibles too, right? He's fighting on the glass. These are things that people don't really look at, but he's fighting on the glass. He's hustling. He's running in transition. He's giving good help defense. He's doing all the little things that coaches love.
And we have not seen Chris Parker much at all. And at halftime, Coach Tony Marcoludi said that he was nursing an injury. He started the third quarter. Was out pretty quickly. Yeah. If he's got a groin injury, it's really tough to fight through that, especially in a game that's ultimately
exactly.
You're playing for pride more than anything else. So. Set here to start the fourth quarter of play. Fanshawe with the ball. Bagabi into Alor. Over to Soltis. Rantawa with a steal. But then Alor with a steal, back up to Bagabi.
Foul call number 5, Mohamed Lord, his second foul of the game. First foul on the court for the Falcons.
Foul on the play, 76-57.
Subbing in the game for the Royals, number 3, Elijah Lestrato.
Fanshawe's gotten it down to 19. Nick Green to inbound. Over to Vanderpool. Green, top of the key. Looking. Lestraco. Vanderpool. Lestraco. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Lestraco's in trouble. And the Grant into Lenters in the. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Soltis. Foul on the play. A reaching foul by Jacobus Vanderpool.
His 4th foul of the game. First foul on the quarter for the Royals.
Kuak duel into Rodriguez. Rodriguez bring it up the floor for Fanshawe. Knocked away by Vanderpool. Vanderpool to Lestraco. To Vanderpool, and he finishes.
Nice finish.
Again, that intensity evident, isn't it?
And credit Vanderpool for running the break too as a post.
Duel. Draws the foul. Oh. Absolutely. Actually does not get the foul. Is charged with a block himself. Turnover. Redeemer ball. Redeemer's done a great job of getting set in the key when guys drive the lane and drawing those fouls.
Yep, their help is there early, and that's exactly what you want on defense, because it prevents the offense from getting easy layups, right? So you want to cut them off early, and then you're in better position to draw charges at that point.
Mohamed Alor with the second foul of the quarter and 3rd foul of the game. Fanshawe's got 3 fouls already in 1:20. But I suppose they have to play aggressive if they want to try to get back in this game somehow. Lenters, again, strong inside game from Justin Lenters, isn't it?
Yep, he's always a presence in the paint. That's been a big difference maker in this game.
Chris Parker back in the game for Fanshawe. Obviously hurting, but wants to finish on the floor.
Absolutely.
Subbing into the game for the Falcons, number 22, Alfred Johnson.
And this could potentially be his last post-secondary game too. He's in his 5th year at Fanshawe.
So as a senior, obviously wants to end his career on the floor.
Absolutely.
Lestraco. Oh, nice little play there by Elijah Lestraco. He's having himself a great game, isn't he?
He sure is. He's scoring from all parts of the floor. He's getting inside. He's shooting mid-ranges. And obviously we saw him in the first half shoot 6 for 6 from the 3-point line.
Parker with a nice pass in there to Alfred Johnson, but Johnson dribbles it out of bounds on the baseline. Foster Brown into Spencer Kiersey's. Up to Brown. Brown, Lestraco, Green. Can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds by Fanshawe. Redeemer retains possession. Lestraco for 3, can't get it to go. We got a double foul here, as both players are called for their fouls. You can see they both get tied up.
Not sure if that's a double foul.
Well, Kiersey's got called for backing into.
I see.
You don't agree?
Not necessarily, but this is what it is. End of the game.
7:44 left in the game. 82-57. And Redeemer's still keeping that intense level up.
And Fanshawe has been picking up in the full court a little bit, but Redeemers just wants it more. They're easily breaking the press.
duel. Defending against Nick Green. Green gets it in Lestracco. Up top to Brown. Legal screen called here on
Faisalpour.
Armin Faisalpour. Chris Parker bringing the ball up for Fanshawe. Parker does it all by himself. He was looking for help there. There was none coming, so he took it to the hoop all on his own. And that's what an all-star player does, doesn't
exactly, and he can make those too, so that's...
Lanters tries the baseline against Johnson. Johnson, finds Foster Brown, 94-59. Parker again, one-on-one with Brown. Kicks it into Soltis. Soltis puts it in the bucket. And that's what you were talking about. Lestracco draws a foul. Alfred Johnson with a hack. Lestracco's going to be shooting two.
In the bonus now.
Lestracco makes both his plays. Both his free throws, 96-61. DeAndre Austin back in the game. Parker. Swings it to Bagabi. Bagabi back into Austin. Austin one-on-one against Lenters. Gets some help. Great job by Faisalpour on the block. Gets a rebound. Nick Green back the other way. Into Lestracco. Easy layup. Really firing on all cylinders, aren't they?
Absolutely. Great pass. Great finish. And got to credit them for running a transition too and filling those lanes.
Zach Soltis with a bucket in response for Fanshawe. 88-63. Brown, Lestracco. Drives. Takes a look. Can't get it to go. Bagabi with a rebound. Rayo into Austin. Austin, hard to the hoop. Oh, can't get it to go. Too hard off the backboard. Into Parker. Parker for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound Lenters, Lestracco. Foster Brown with a hold on number 2, Moses Rayo. He's fouled out of the game. Timeout White. Timeout Fanshawe. As the Redeemer Royals lead this consolation semifinal 88-63 with 5:28 left in the game. Timeout about to come to an end here. Tony Mastrolucci trying to get his team going. Try to claw their way back in, but they're down by 25 with 5:28 left to go. That's a tough road.
It is, and not a lot of time either, but we've seen crazy things before.
Rayo to put the ball in play. Chris Parker brings the ball up court. One-on-one against Woods Brown. Swings it into Hawthorne Thwaite. Parker drives, lays it up. Can't get it to go, gets his own rebound. Dribbles. Tries to back down. Faisalpour. Up fake, Faisalpour blocks it. But he gets the ball back. Shoots from three. Can't get it to go. Nick Green with a rebound. Off Woods Brown's foot. Hawthorne Thwaite drives. Can't get it to go, but draws a foul from Nick Green.
Foul number 5, Nick Green, his second foul of the game.
Good attack here by Hawthorne Thwaites to get himself to the line.
Absolutely. And even with an 88-63 lead, Coach Jamie Giro Lametto still exhorting his players to do things right. Woods Brown. Over to Faisalpour. Lestracco puts it in, knocked away by DeAndre Austin.
Royals possession.
Ball being put into play by Nick Green. Over to Faisalpour. Faisalpour back to Green. Oh, and another nice play. Jacobus Vanderpool. He's been pretty good from mid-range today, hasn't he?
Sure has.
Lestracco, coast to coast, kicks it out to Brown. Back up top to Green. Woods Brown, back in to Vanderpool. Kicks it out to Lestracco for an open 3. Can't get it to go. Soltis with the rebound. Back over to Parker. Parker. Long bounce pass intercepted by Lestracco. Over to Brown. Drives the hoop and gets the bucket. And the foul. He'll be shooting 1.
Redeemers staying in their transition offense. Even when they don't get their first 2 or 3 options, they're still playing fast and moving the ball quick, and that allows Woods Brown to get into the lane and finish in traffic.
Elijah Lestracco's come out of the game, and Chris Parker leaving the game for Fanshawe. Might be the last time he's on the floor for them. He's obviously not at 100% today. Woods Brown at the line. Puts it in the bucket. 93-64, 4 minutes left in the game. Duel into Bagabi. Duel brings the ball up court. Drives. Kicks it out to Ujulu. Cross court to Bagabi, and he drains a 3-pointer. We haven't seen that type of movement from Fanshawe.
Nope, we haven't. Nope.
Peyton Grimm for 3. He makes it. So Redeemer getting points from everybody today. Back the other way. Kuak Duel draw. It's Bagabi driving the lane, getting the bucket and the foul. Fazilpour gets his 4th foul.
And number 24, out of Tablet.
Salim Bagabi going to be shooting 1. 96-69, 3:32 left in the game. And it's good. 96-70. Woods Brown trying to fight through the press. Peyton Grimm gets through the press, top of the key, kicks it out to Brown. Brown drives, tries to kick it out, tipped. Vanderpool gets it though, drives himself, and puts it in the hole. He's been very solid today off the bench for them.
He sure has. He does a lot of the same things that that Lenters does. He's just always in the right spots. He gives a lot of good help defense. Finishes in the lane. He's got the mid-range He's got the mid-range game that working for him today. So he's been a major impact.
Woods Brown back over to Vanderpool now. He's shooting 3. Takes a look and he drains it. These guys just can't miss today, can they?
They sure can.
Parker's come back in the game for Fanshawe. Kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Pull-up jumper, good. Oh, and comes back the other way to Pavlik for 2. Parker driving the floor. Euro step, kicks it back out to Bagabi. Bagabi drives the lane, can't get it to go. Rebound, Radhandwa. Quick duel called on a foul there. Jacobus Vanderpool coming out after a good few minutes there for Redeemer. Caleb Grant back in the game. Jacob Hauser in the game as well for Redeemer, now number 13. Randhawa makes his first shot. And his second. 105-72, 2:20 left to go. Chris Parker in his last game for Fanshawe pushes the ball up the floor. Drives, looks to pass it. Duel. Over to Bagabi. Bagabi inside to Ujulu, and Ujulu draws a foul. Challenge for Parker, even though he's on the floor. He obviously wants to finish the game here, but it's a little challenging when you're playing with the second unit.
Exactly, and when the game's out of reach, it makes it that much more frustrating too.
How difficult it is if you're a guy like him playing with guys who basically don't play with on a regular basis. They just don't do the things that you expect him to do.
Yeah, it is difficult. You guys they don't know how each other. Like, they don't know each other's tendencies as well either, so that also becomes difficult. But then again, he's a senior, so he has to lead the bench and the younger guys.
Absolutely. Caleb Grant up to Peyton Grimm for another 3. Oh, he can't get it to go. Rebound Parker. 105-73. Parker. 1-on-1 against Pavlik. Caleb Grant tries to trap. Mugabe, they swing it. Oh. Foul called on.
Foul called on number 24, Adam Pavlik, his first foul of the game.
Adam Pavlik.
Number 3, Chris Parker, shooting 2.
Parker at the line. That might be an example of a star getting a star call.
Yeah, good defense for Pavlik for sure.
Misses his second. Foul on Duel.
Subbing into the game for Fanshawe, number 4, Marquise Lara Caston.
Number 4, Marquise Lara Caston in the game now for Fanshawe as well. Pavlik shooting. Makes a shot. Got a second shot. Makes that count as well. 107-74. Minute and a half left here in the game. Grant defending against Parker. Parker spins, shoots, makes it. And that's the touch that they've really been lacking all day.
Sure have.
Peyton Grimm to Randhamwa. Grant swings it. Grimm. Grant. And Grant out of bounds on the sideline. It's probably the 7th or 8th call of out of bounds.
Probably,
today.
yeah.
Guess as a basketball player, you always want the court to be a little wider.
Of course. There's never too much space on the court.
Parker bringing it up. 1 minute left. Tries a 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound Rodriguez. Oh, brings it out of bounds, but off the ball.
Foul called on number 2, Adam Rohandoa, his 3rd foul of the game.
Foul called Rodriguez. again, Jamie Girolametto still teaching, even though they're up by 30. Makes the bucket, 107-78. Last minute of play of the game. And Hawa to Grant. Grant. And we have Chris Parker. It's called for a foul. Pavlik to the line.
Number 24, out of Pavlik, shooting.
And if Parker's committing that type of foul off the ball, you know he must be hurt.
Yeah, if he wasn't, he'd be putting a bit more effort into just playing regular defense there instead of fouling. Just try to get around instead of holding.
109-78. 50 seconds left in the game. Parker drives, kicks it to Rodriguez. Oh, it falls in short. Hauser into Grant. Grant swings it inside to Pavlik. Easy and bucket.
Good transition for Redeemer.
30 seconds left. Parker for three, and he nails it. 22 seconds left in the game, 111-81. Time winding down here, 8 seconds left. Randhawa. Over to Grimm. And he plays it out as the Redeemer Royals recover from yesterday's semifinal loss, or quarterfinal loss, to post a 111-81 victory over the Fanshawe Falcons. Today's players of the game are for Redeemer. Elijah Lestraco, number 3, no surprise there.
No surprises at all. He had a great game today.
And the player of the game for Fanshawe, Moses Orozco-Rayo, point guard number 2. He had some big three-pointers in the first half.
He sure did. He was when Redeemer dropped into that zone, he actually took them out of the zone by shooting out of it. And he comes off the bench too, so a good effort from a 6-man to put in lots of efficient minutes.
At this time, please welcome Josh Bellwebster, the OCAA marketing, to make the player of the game presentation. First, from the Fanshawe Falcons, number 2, Moses Orozco-Rayo.
You got that? So disappointing game for Fanshawe.
Number 3,
But really, Redeemer picked up that game, up the pace this game.
They sure did. They played a more aggressive style today, which seemed to work in their favor. They played more like Seneca played yesterday against them, being the aggressor. Yeah, absolutely.
And be sure to stick around. Coming up next is our game between the Lambton Lions and your Georgian Grizzlies, which gets underway in approximately 25 minutes.
I'm here with assistant coach Zach Angus and player of the game for Redeemer Royals, Elijah Lestraco. Elijah, tell me how things were different today than yesterday's game against a really tough Seneca squad?
We just moved the ball a lot better today. We came out with a lot more energy and a lot more confidence, trusting the coach's game plan, and we just executed. Once we got off to a good start, we just kept rolling, and it came from 1 through 13, everyone putting a good effort today.
And I know for you, you really got off to a fast start and kept that going. How was it important to kind of get scoring early and playing your defense early to kind of get you in the groove?
Well, after yesterday, I was really disappointed with my performance, so I just wanted to come out with as much energy as I could to help get a bounce back win. I really wanted to focus on defense, and that led to offensive open shots for me, and I got into a rhythm. So.
And Zach, you guys must be, as a coaching staff, be impressed with the way the boys were able to rebound from yesterday. A disappointing loss, obviously, but to come out and play at a level that you're able to play at.
Yeah, we're very proud to see the performance that we had today compared to yesterday, just because it is difficult to bounce back from that. But the guys did a great job, and we're really proud of them.
I know we talked kind of going into halftime what you needed to be able to do going into the second half. You guys really kept the foot on the pedal, so to speak. Were you guys happy with the way the boys responded and came out and really didn't let Fanshawe get off the mat?
Yeah, no, we had a great 40 minutes, so we finished off the whole game and just continue to execute, continue to keep pushing that pace and stuck to the game plan, and again, very proud of our guys.
Okay, and for you, Elijah, how's important now? You guys have won this consolation game. You're playing in a consolation final. How important is it for you guys just to keep rolling and kind of end the season on a good note?
Very important. Like every game, coach always emphasizes that we go our hardest and we always go 100% and just execute the game plan perfectly. So it'll be the same thing tomorrow. Just finishing the season strong now.
Thank you very much, guys. And good luck the rest of the way. Back to you, Connor. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you for tuning in to the Redeemer Royals and Fanshawe Falcons consolation semifinal game at the Georgian Athletic Centre. Redeemer Royals ended up winning the game 111-81. Elijah Lestraka was brilliant for Redeemer, scoring 32 points on 17 shots and hitting 7 threes in that as well. We're going to go to break now, but when we come back, we will be looking at the Georgian Grizzlies, the host team for the OCAA Championships, against the Lambton Lions.